Boy, you try to date somebody in the military, they have you played like it's no tomorrow.
Crazy curvy wavy big titties little waist body crazy curvy wavy big titties little waist body yada 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 yada.
What up guys, it's your boy Chris aka Money Mitch back with another episode of Money Mitch Show. Did you miss me? Because I miss you. And it's Monday, so that means what? Military Monday, Military Monday. As you can tell by today's title, we are going to be talking about the most interesting topic ever, dating in the Navy. Alright, so let's jump right into this. So first things first, if you have been dating somebody for like a month, maybe 2 to 3, 4 months before you join boot camp, just go ahead and let that go. Just let that little fantasy go, because let me just tell you, it's not gonna work out. You will probably get like the little Dear John letter, sorry, this is gonna work out for me, or some stuff like that. Like, just let it go. Because let's be very honest, if you are in a fresh relationship and you go off to boot camp, you're gonna be gone on boot camp for 8 weeks, and then you're gonna go to A school and C school, and then you go off to your first command. Depending on where that first command is, it could be across the country, it could be overseas, while your loved one is back in maybe Kentucky or somewhere like that. Just go ahead, if you date somebody off rip, like less than 6 months before you join the Navy, let that go. Save that headache. Alright, so that's that. And so then another thing, let me just tell y'all. Military people, not even just military men, military people in general, in my opinion, for what I've seen, are not the most faithful people in the world. Because let me tell you something, you go on that deployment, you go on that boats, them chiefs and officers and the married people will be happily married, rocking that ring, and as soon as they step over that brow, it is whoop, ring in the pocket. And you know, it's crazy, because it's like, yo, don't you got a wife and 4 kids at home waiting on you to come back, and we import, and you over here with Susie Q from like, no, oh, let me, that's all I'm gonna really say about that. So yeah, just be careful, because especially if you are not in the military and you're just like a spouse or someone who is dating someone in the military, it is so easy to confuse you, because like we talking like a certain lingo or a certain jargon, so we use certain abbreviations, and so all we have to do is throw some random abbreviations and you get so confused and you're just like, okay. So yeah, just be careful with that. Another thing, so let's talk about like dating in the Navy, like in like service to service. So the Navy has like a policy about fraternization, which means basically you cannot date someone who's higher ranking than you. So like, I am an E5, so I can't go date an officer, or I can't go date a chief or a master chief or a senior chief, or yeah, I can't date that, and I can't date a E3 and below. But what you're allowed to do is you're allowed to do 1 up, 1 down. So I can do an E6 and an E4. Anything other than that is considered fraternization, and you can get sent up to mass for that. And what mass is, it's basically military court. Like your commanding officer will punish you, probably take your rank, take your money, and put you on restriction, which is not worth, you know, fraternization. So let's just go ahead and cancel that right on out. Alright, so let's talk about like the types of relationships I guess you can have. So you can have male to male, which is military to military, and you can have male to civilian, which is military to civilian. So for me personally, I feel like dating in the military is just not so much worth it. Like it's a lot. Like, I don't know, for me personally, it's a little quite crazy. It's a little crazy. So like, I just don't have time for it. Like, there's so many games that people play in the military, and like, the thing is, you're gone. Especially if you're on sea duty, you're gone from your significant other for periods, for months at a time. And so it's like, you don't know what they're doing, they don't know what you're doing. And like I said earlier, like, I've been on deployment with people who have been married for like 10, 12 years, who as soon as they step out of that brow, just take that ring off, put it in their pocket, and they just go do whatever. They're in ports, cutting up. They're on the boat with like the boat E3s and E4s. I'm talking about these some chiefs and some senior chiefs over there busting down the E3 and below, and I'm just like, what is this? So yeah, like it's just a lot. to date in the military, and then dating someone who is a civilian person, it's a lot too, because they don't understand your lifestyle. They don't understand the things you go through and the things you do on a daily basis, so they don't understand it. And so even trying to explain it to them sometimes can be very frustrating, because it's like, you don't get it, like you don't understand the things that I go to. So it makes it very, very difficult to date someone that's not in the military as well. Alright guys, so let's talk about just dating in general in the military. Let me give you a little personal story, my little story time. Okay, so my first 2 years in the Navy in general, I did not date anyone at all. I was not interested. I was not trying to see you. I had straight vision, like I was focused. And so after like my first 2 years of being in the Navy, I was like, well, all right, let me try to date someone. So, you know, did the class thing, went on Tinder, swiping, and I met this person. They were in the Army, I'm in the Navy. So we were both in Japan at the same time, and they were on another base and I was on this base. And so we dated for like 3 months. And so Valentine's Day came and gone. It was just like the holidays. It was perfect. It was a perfect match for me. And so fast forward a little bit, I found out this person was married. Let me tell you how I found out this person was married. So it was like right after we had just watching TV or whatever, they was like, I'm gonna take a shower. I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna just lay here. And so, you know, their phone was on like the nightstand and it was unlocked. And so I was like, all right, bet. I was like, I'm just gonna keep tapping when they're not looking, so I can keep the phone unlocked. Just kept tapping. And so finally they went to go take a shower. And so while they were in the shower, like I grabbed the phone and I went through the phone. I went through the phone from top to bottom. And when I tell you, I've never been so hurt in my life. Like my feelings were hurt. I saw they had a spouse. I saw they had kids. And I learned that their spouse was back in the States. I think they were like in New Jersey or something, while they were over here in Japan. So I was hurt. Like they came out the shower and I was gone. Like I left. And that's like a really common thing though, because there's a lot of people who go overseas by themselves while their families are back in the States, or even people who like are on the base with families there. They just don't wear the rings, and so like you can get caught up real quick. And so yeah, needless to say, like that whole relationship ended. But all right, so let's talk about something else now. So there is a lot of memes, if you ever pay attention to certain military memes about like people just getting married for like the benefits. I highly advise not to do that, because that's dumb. Like, why am I going to get married just so I can get an extra $300 to $400 a paycheck? No. I'm pretty sure it's way more than that, but like I'm not about to do that. But yeah, there's certain like people, so like let's say this, so for E4 and below, typically they have to live in the barracks. And the barracks is basically like a dorm room for like the military. And so in order for them to get out of the dorm room, they have to either make rank to be E5, or they have to be married. And that's the only ways you can get out. Those are only most two common ways to get out. So a lot of the times people just get married because they want to get out of the barracks, and they just settle with like the first person that says hello. And I've seen that a couple times, and I'm just like, nah, look, the barracks is not that bad, y'all. It's not that bad to the point that I'm just gonna get married to some random person. Maybe not random, but just to like the first person I can, just because I want to get out. Like, that's not about to happen. I'm not boo-boo the fool. That's not happening over here. And then, yeah, there's also a lot of people who try to get married to the military people for the benefits. So like, alright guys, this video is kind of short, but short and sweet. It's just my take on dating in the Navy in general, or just in the military in general. Like I said, it's not for everybody, because it's not for me. Like, I don't know if I will ever date someone that's in the military, or if I will ever date while I'm in the military. It's just, it's different, because it's two separate worlds, and then, yeah, it's just a lot. But I have seen success stories. I've seen people, I have some friends who got married while I was in the military. I have friends that got married to people that they were dating before they even joined the military. So it is possible, but just know, 9 times out of 10, when your spouse get on that boat, that ring comes off and it goes in the pocket. But anyway, as always, thank you guys for watching. I'm your boy Chris, aka Money Mitch, back with an episode of the Money Mitch Show. And make sure you like, subscribe, repost this video, share it to your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your cousin, your grandma, your nana, your papa, whoever, Make sure you follow me on my other social media platforms in the description box below, and bye.